I would like to go back to Lisa LaFlamme
Okay.
and the power of shoe.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I want to hear about this band.
So there was a band that Danny Bailey, who sat in this very chair,
exactly.
rested his balls against this very table, according to what's written here. And
Yeah, I think you just
gosh, now I've
rubbed your
touched
finger
that now,
across.
haven't I? I've
Yeah.
got-
You're going to want to wash your hands.
So this is the band that was born out of the need of hockey socks for the CKCO Men's Wednesday Night Hockey League.
Okay.
So there were. So the power of shoe. Yeah, I know.
It's a different motivation.
It's well, exactly. Work with me on this. So the power of shoe consisted of at the time Dan Bailey, myself, a cameraman, a director, and another guy, a friend of the thing. There was initially 5 of us, who all worked at CKCO except one. And we thought we'd get together and kind of just jam and see what would happen. And then it turned out that the CKCO Men's Wednesday Night Hockey League wanted to get new socks for their guys.
Sorry, Jeff, what's your instrument?
I was a drummer.
Beautiful.
I was, and I'm classic garage band drummer to this day.
Sweet,
Yeah,
sweet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm more of a Ringo drummer. Less fills the better.
Yeah, cool. No, that's cool.
I don't understand any of that, but
He's just,
continue.
just a few drums
telling you.
and just...
In things we said today, Ringo never put a fill in. If you ever listen to that Beatles song, never put a fill. It's just me. Anyway,
I gotta listen.
that's my drumming idol right there. So so then we thought, well, why don't we get the band together and do like a dance and raise money to buy these socks? So we were practicing, and Lisa had kind of just started at the station at that time, and I became very good friends with her, and I found out she was a singer. And she played guitar. So next thing you know, Lisa's in the band, and we're strumming our hearts up, playing our hearts away. And sure enough, at the what's the community center? The Pioneer Park Community Center. I think one day in early 1990, in mid 1990, we went out there, raised enough for the hockey socks, and then we stayed together another 5 years. And at one point there, Lauren Miller at the Edelweiss had us be his band for 2 consecutive years for Oktoberfest. He alternate programmed.
This is so fun to know.
Yeah, he alternate programmed, and we were the band there. And the guys at Labatt's, Ernie Bazare, who was the guy at the time, he loved us, and we would go down and play at the Kuntz House at the time, which I believe is a funeral home now in Waterloo. And we played the closing of Oktoberfest on King Street in Kitchener one night. We would always play at we played at Sports World many times, and that's how the name The Power of Shoe came about, because at the time I lived on Shoe Avenue in Kitchener, so shoe being spelled SHUH, and I was doing these commercials on TV for Sports World, and their kind of catchphrase was, "Are you ready for the power of fun?" So we just changed that to, "Are you ready for the power of shoe?" Because it's the street I lived on.
Yeah.
And I think it was the most appropriate street name, so there we go.
That's wicked.
Yeah, we did that, I think, we played a guy's wedding out in Baden. We had this tent, and it was like 600 people.
And Lisa was in your band?
Lisa was the singer. Oh, and she's
on the news giving you
Yeah.
the most crucial stories
Yes.
of the day.
Yeah.
And then she goes out and she plays at a party.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Like we played Glenn Smith from Ethel's. I don't know, Ethel's Tavern.
Ethel's Lounge.
Glenn was a big fan. I mean, we used to do, again, we would do some,
Taco
we do these
Tuesdays
events. Yeah, we do these events. We play at the Polish Legion in Kitchener, and Glenn would be out in the back with a bottle of Jack for me. We go back out there and have that. And like, we had the TP rule, and we told people this right off the bat. We would go till we were too pissed to play. And then we would end. Like, we ended one gig one night when, so there's Mustang Sally and Midnight Hour. So the thing about Lisa was, and I'm not telling stories out of thing here, is that Lisa can't count, or at least count in. And so, almost before every song, she'd just look over at one of the guitar players, and he'd nod, and she'd start singing. And then she didn't have a problem the rest of the way. So we were playing Midnight Hour one night, or we started in the Midnight Hour. It was very late, probably way past the Midnight Hour. Lisa starts singing Mustang Sally. So so we get about a verse into it and call it. Thanks for coming. But all those guys worked at CKCO.
Yeah.
We were all very close, and we just had a blast.
What did Bailey play?
Dan was the keyboard guy.
Oh, he was?
And he sang a little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Did he
we-
rest his balls on those keys?
Yeah, maybe.
I actually think that's how he may have played. I don't.
I believe it. I believe it.
Just the bass.
Just
I do believe it.
so,
Did he mention that he played the piano on the podcast?
I think it's a keyboard more than a piano,
yeah.
but
Yeah, he might have. I can't remember.
I don't remember. Wow, the secrets he was
I
keeping.
can't be. He kept
Yeah.
that in. Because he would, and I'll tell you what he was. Of course, he's a great videographer, as you know.
Absolutely.
I mean, at one point, gosh, I don't know, maybe it was 10 years ago. You lose track of time, but he presented me with a shoebox, an SHUH box, and in it was all the video he'd ever shot of us, and he shot a lot.
Okay, so
like
that
he
was
shot
my
a
next
lot of
question.
video. Yeah.
you-
No, you
Wow.
can't transfer that crap now.
There's video of
Oh, there's
this.
video. There's video.
Wow.
Yeah. So I always thought, what are you doing? But now I realize he was so far ahead of his time in chronicling. He was just documenting everything he was doing. Like even back then, his mind, like he would set up a camera just kind of off to the side, and it'd be one shot, and we'd be playing, and then we'd go back and listen to it after. But the sound was.
I think he
crappy.
has everything.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
His whole life.
Yeah.
For
sure.
When he did the podcaster, he sent me so much video.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I wanted to call him and say, "Danny, stop!
Yeah. No, I know.
You're
He's-
filling my computer up with video."
Like if you follow him on Facebook, I mean, and there's a CKCO TV page on Facebook too. Dan comes up with the most random stuff that
He's always posting
that I'd
all kinds
never
of things.
seen. He's
Yeah.
posted stuff with me in it that I've never seen, and quite
Huh.
frankly, it probably wouldn't be better if you the older you get, the better you were. So
That's funny.
yeah,
I like that.
That's where I am right now. So yeah, no, it was good. It was
Well,
good.
considering Lisa's situation now, I guess the band's getting back together.
Well, yeah, no. It was. We tried to get back together at the 50th anniversary.
Oh, really?
For CKCO, and I think that would have been 2004, and it was at the Waterloo Inn, and so they brought it. It wasn't Glass Tiger, but Alan Frew was playing. He was the lead singer for Glass Tiger.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Alan really was never keen on this suggestion to begin with, but a lot of the people there wanted the guys in the band to go up and play a song, and we were missing a guy, and but I was there,
God.
Lisa was there, the bass player was there, one of the guitarists was there, and then another guy volunteered to be another guitarist. So we went up, and I think we played "I Saw Her Standing There." There's no video of that. Thank gosh. But I
Wow.
remember
There's no video of
no,
that?
but I remember Alan Frew coming up and he was pissed. Because first we absolutely sucked because we were all hammered, and then people were cheering, and we were getting a bigger response than poor Alan Frew. But
Oh my
anyway,
God.
so that's the only reunion. So that is the one and only. Oh. No, I went up to Lisa's. She had a birthday party at her cottage, and I went up there, and she. I guess that's about 9 years ago. So I sat in, and she was singing, and so this is such a weird night because Lloyd Robertson sang "Song Sung Blue" by Neil Diamond almost note for note. So,
Really?
yes.
Wow.
But I think that's the last time I actually kind of did anything in terms of that. So
Now that's a video I'd
cool.
like to have seen.
it was pretty weird, I'll tell you that.